I'm not going to go out and apologise and say that to him.
Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Welcome to Listen to Iron Maiden, baby. I'm Ash from South Wales.
I'm Ante from New South Wales.
We are back to talk about Bruce getting... What did he do? Did he get kicked out? Did he leave? Did Steve have a big plan?
Where'd he go?
We are here to talk about when Bruce Dickinson fucked off.
He
And
dicked off.
He did. Dickinson. No. That is weird, isn't it? Dickinson. It's a bit like, come on, don't say it too slowly.
Right. Back to the nonsense.
So, we did get away from nonsense, right, guys?
Yeah.
We just stop about that.
Yep.
Anyway, but guys, so we did the last podcast we did was like, you know, we're not, I won't say stalling, but we're just like trying to like catch up on old things, you know, bit of Nico.
All the information, man.
Yeah, so we released a video and some of the comment was really funny. So someone said, lol, the way he says screamo, it made me giggle a bit. Feels like I haven't heard that term in a decade. I know, right? And they said screamo fucking cracked me up, man. I was like,
That works. Hey, I'm a decade older than you, practically.
That's true. I thought it was hilarious, man. Like, you know, there's some terms that you use, like, you know, like screamo or like mosher, things like that.
Dude, it's got to be more.
I always love those things, like, but yeah, I'm trying to think. We had a few more comments. Yuha said 2 thumbs up for this episode.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, look at my thumb, guys. It really has healed. I mean, you can't really see it, like, but we're there.
Yeah, can't see.
It's healed, right?
Yeah.
It's totally like, man, Japanese doctors, like, wow. Yeah, it's fine. It's actually fine. I can bend it now too, which is good.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah. I had surgery on my thumb, guys. There we go. Anyway, let's not stall anymore.
Okay.
Bloody
Stop
Ante.
dicking about.
Yeah. No dicking
Yeah.
in the suns.
Haha.
Anyway, guys, so yeah, basically today we're just gonna like take a chill pill and have a little look. So when they finished the tour, remember the Iron Maiden Fear the Dark, right? We haven't looked at the tour yet. So usually we do that on the next album. But we might as well do it right now, right?
Yeah.
So Iron Maiden did a 1992 Fear the Dark tour. They started off in America. Iceland, sorry. First time in Iceland. Then Dream Theater, which is spelled
Interesting place to start. What
I guess so. I guess it's like on the way, isn't it? From England to Iceland. And then they landed in New York, right? So it's, yeah. This is one of those like linear tours, you know, it's like they just go, you know. But Dream Theater supported them in New York because they're a New York band. I think that's spelled wrong too. By the way, guys, we're looking at the ironmaidencommentary.com channel, which is just awesome. The next one is a band called Corrosion of Conformity. I've heard of them, but not heard them. Oh, you like Halloween, right?
Yeah.
They're coming to Japan.
Oh, really?
Next year. My friend asked me to go. He's from Fukuoka. So, I don't know if it's possible. Do you want to come?
What date is that?
I think it's one of them is on a Saturday.
Yeah.
In Osaka.
Let me know the dates and all.
Yeah. I just.
They got a new album, I think, or something.
I've never even heard them properly. Yeah. But I knew you were a fan. I was like,
they're pretty cool.
It'd be fun to go. My friend from Fukuoka, his name's Adam. Like, we used to play games and stuff all the time. He's American, but he's really like, he's British, you know? He's really dry.
Okay.
He's really funny. Like, we used to pretend, like, we used to play like GTA together. And like, we met because we were in a lobby.
Yeah.
And we were just like talking shit.
Random. Yeah.
And then we had like a group of guys we were playing with. And we were just like, yeah, we swap girlfriends all the time. and we just kind of, he said it and I just went along with it.
Yeah.
And it just ended up going, whoa, so what do you like? It was just, he's one of those guys you could just like fuck about with, you know, and say stuff. He doesn't get angry or whatever. It was really funny. And he was like, when COVID first happened, he's like obsessed with like this kind of stuff. I remember we were playing the game. He's like, guys, this is going to take over the world, seriously. And we were like, nah. But he's like, no, like he's really up on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then it happened. I was like, oh, fucking hell, you're right.
Really did, didn't it?
Yeah. He's a cool guy, really cool. Anyway, so yeah, they were in America. But remember the dates, guys, right? So remember it was 13th of June, 14th of June, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21. I mean, America is usually the place where they fucking tour the most because there's so many places, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the best market technically. But they're having a couple of days off. So I would say Bruce can't really be like, oh, I'm knackered, because he is getting a lot of time off, right? I would say.
Yeah.
So they go through America. Where do they go from? From 5th of June until 17th of July, which is not bad for America. And, it's quite a lot of days off. So that's fair enough, right?
Nice.
Then they fuck off to South America. I love this. Santiago, Chile. Cancelled for some preposterous religious reasons.
Ooh.
The devil! Jesus is not an Iron Maiden fan. Tell that to Brazil. Yeah, but Brazil does Jesus really hard.
Yeah.
They are really Jesus-y. They love Jesus. Yeah, exactly. They love Iron Maiden too, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Chile.
I think Jesus likes Iron Maiden.
Jesus fucking loves Iron Maiden.
You know who else does?
Who?
Judas.
I don't have my iPad today, guys.
That's all right.
I forgot it. Judas, my guy.
My guy.
My guy. Whisper in the night. Buddy.
Yeah.
Then they go to Argentina with Thunder. Don't know Thunder. We will do a nice episode, guys, where we look at all the support bands, which is going to be fun in the future.
Yep.
Thunder, Uruguay, and Brazil for 3 dates. That's pretty cool. Maybe Thunder is like a South American band, possibly. Then they go to Europa from 15. But look at this date: 15 August, 17, 23, 25. Now, today's episode is just literally reading the dialogue of why Bruce left, etc., and just coming to our own opinion of like, who is the prick in the situation?
Right.
Is it Steve? Probably is Steve, right?
Oh, somehow it's going to be me.
It always gets back to Ante somehow, Yeah.
Prick.
Yeah. Wasp. I love Wasp, man.
Same, man. They're pretty cool.
They're just like Blackie Lawless' voice is just so fucking good. Like I'm like,
he looks like a scary dude.
Yeah. But like, you listen to those, like, there's that first album, and like I wanna be somebody, and like his vocals are massive. Like, and it's even some of the songs where I'm like, it's kind of stupid. What's that song, In Texas, Drunk in Texas, whatever. And it's like, it's such a stupid idea, but when he just goes, and belts it, it's fucking awesome. Like, Wasp were amazing.
Yep.
Testament, a band I never really listened to that much.
A few songs are quite like this.
Yeah, okay. Warrant, do I've heard of them? Not
Warrant.
Massive.
Is it Cherry Pie?
Oh, is that band?
That's Warrant.
Oh, the Cherry Pie. They hate that song, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, they go through Europe.
Their only big song.
Yeah,
really,
exactly. It ruins somewhere, doesn't it? Yeah, I get it, though. They go through Europe from, 15th of August until 19th of September, which is not that bad. Nothing really happened, really. Just, Monsters of Rock, of course, and doing well. Then they go to Central America, Puerto Rico. First time I met, South. This is when they first went over to South America, probably in 1992, 1993. Venezuela, cool. Then they go to Australia, first time in New Zealand, in Auckland, Melbourne and Sydney. There we go, mate. Judge Mercy. That's got to be a fucking...
Mercy. I'm guessing it's an Australian band.
We'll get to them one day, mate. That's kind of cool to hear. Then in Japan, ending in Japan on the 26th, 28th, 30th, 1st, 3rd. Pretty good, yeah?
No bands. Just them, right?
We saw them and there was no support band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, they played in Nagoya, Rainbow Hall, Fukuoka. But that's really weird, like, I guess they were like sightseeing or something. Because they went from Nagoya down to Fukuoka to Hiroshima to Osaka. Yeah, that makes sense actually, doesn't it? I remember they always land in Nagoya Airport, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. So then they go Nagoya, then down all the way down to Fukuoka on the Shinkansen, maybe.
Nagoya Airport. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where they land in Nagoya.
Okay.
Yeah. Then Hiroshima in Kosei Nenkin Hall. That's I think that's, I know what that is now. They've renamed it or whatever. Yeah. But pretty cool. They're in Hiroshima.
They actually came.
Yeah, they've been to Hiroshima a few times.
Guys, anyone cool. We live in Hiroshima, and we're usually when the big bands come.
Yeah.
Yep, we just hopped over from Osaka and then down to Fukuoka. Yeah. Sorry about Hiroshima.
Yeah, nobody comes here, yeah. But I've seen Killswitch Engage here. That's the only band I've seen here.
I think the last big one we had was about a month or so ago. Was Smashing Pumpkins.
That's right. Yeah, I remember Smashing Pumpkins.
I was surprised that they came. Yeah.
It's quite fashionable, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm in Hiroshima, baby.
Oh,
you know that place? Yeah, Osaka, Yokohama too. I mean, it's pretty good tour, isn't it? It's not that bad. Now, we'll come back to the next album, live album.
Yep.
Which is like a live album, and then Bruce basically leaves. Like they do like a show with a magician.
Well, they make him disappear.
Yeah, I'm saving that just to wow Ante with later.
Okay.
Yeah, it is crazy. Anyway, so yeah, Bruce fucks off, right? Now, there's a lot of like, like I just, there's a website called maidenrevelations.com, which kind of summarizes all of it, which is really cool. Let's look at what Bruce said about leaving the band. There's one of those, what's it called? Headbangers.
So what year are we looking at?
1993.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is what he says.
I think you should never really just leave things for the sake of them. Obviously, there was a lot of...
Right, what does that mean? You shouldn't leave things for the sake of it. When he said that, I was like, what does he mean? Like, you shouldn't leave it for the sake of it. Like, just leave for no reason, I guess he's saying.
Like what, you think you've been there too long and you have to go?
I don't get it.
I'm not sure,
long-standing reasons, but ultimately the main one was entirely musical. The situation with the guys has always been very good.
All right, so since like, what was it? Somewhere in Time, Bruce had his songs rejected.
Yeah.
Which were acoustic songs.
Yeah.
He did a solo album. So it's not like it's like come out of the blue. He's saying it's musical reasons, right?
Yeah.
And, Fear the
solo album, how well did that go?
I think pretty okay.
Okay.
Pretty okay. Enough for him to be like, all right, I can do it. Right. Yeah. After X Factor, we'll do Bruce's album, next album, just to see what he's doing.
Yeah.
I think as a singer, you're not creatively, you can't really shape the music that much,
Yeah.
The Steve's band. So for Bruce to be like, if I want to do my own thing, which after being in Iron Maiden for like over 10 years, and not samey, but it's Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to do that kind of? And he says they're still friendly kind of thing. Of course, I'm sure the guys are pissed off about him leaving because it's Bruce Dickinson for God's sake.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not on his side, but like, remember like Tool? Like Tool is a band that is like really like, not up their own arse, but like, quite complex.
Yeah.
And then Maynard is like, Perfect Circle guys, let me sing those songs. And just let him do it.
Yeah. And he's got another one as well.
Pussifer, yeah.
It's like, and they're all very different.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But he gets to like, he can scratch that itch.
Yeah.
And then come back to Tool. But with Iron Maiden, Steve says that it's okay for him to do a solo album.
Yeah.
But like, I think Bruce's thing is like, well, if I'm always going to be the guy that's in Iron Maiden doing a solo album. That's why he wanted to go on his own.
Yeah.
And I would say too, he's pretty safe to say like, I can always come back.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Like Oasis do, which is very calculated. Break up, spend a couple of years doing fuck all, then get back together and just rake it in.
Need a bit of cash.
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? All right.
The other people in the band, I've always had a good relationship with them and still do. And I think they understand that what I want to do in terms of music is probably going to be a bit too broad to be covered by Iron Maiden.
Yeah, it's true. Because when you hear this solo album, you're like, oh, yeah, it is very broad. Broad is a good word to use.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things in Maiden that you can't do because you're in Iron Maiden.
Yeah. See, I love that line. You can't just do like, let's just do a random like fucking jig in the middle or whatever. Not that that is good, but like Steve would just shut it down. So the freedom to like play around, whatever, is mad. And what's funny is that when we get the next album is X Factor, and Steve is like in a dark place because Bruce left and his wife's divorcing him. And it's like, I could not imagine Bruce singing the X Factor songs like that. He could do it, but like, it's like, whoa.
I get you. Like I said, I have listened to the album.
You have, right? Yeah.
But we're going to get to it.
Yeah, we'll get there, yeah.
Because we have a core audience that's pretty conservative about its musical tastes. You don't want to upset people for the sake of it. So I figured that it would be better for me to leave the band and go off and explore all kinds of other areas of music.
Fair enough.
You can't go wrong with that explanation, right?
If it's the truth.
Yes.
But I'm sure
I think it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, because in the future, in about, to year 1999, 2000, Bruce gets back in the band.
Yeah.
But, Steve is very like, why do you want to come back? It's like, well, because my solo career wasn't going as well as it was, and you're fucking playing little clubs, let's make Brave New World.
Get our shit together.
Yeah, right? It's business at this point, It's business, man. But yeah, what he said there makes a lot of sense. And, you think about like, what was it? They were recording in Steve's barnyard studios.
At this place,
yeah, in his house.
Nice place.
Nice little house, right? Bruce's whole thing is that it's supposed to be a band, right?
Yeah.
Steve is now editing the videos, recording everything, producing everything.
Yeah.
I saw Martin Birch doing it, so like, it must be pretty. I can pick it up. It's like I write my own songs, but I've never. I listen to my own voice singing it, and I'm like, I've never been like, yeah,
that's the stuff.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
I've always been like, I'm not. I don't have a strong enough voice, so I want someone else to sing my songs.
Yeah.
And even mixing, I mix stuff, but when it's my own stuff, it just doesn't. I can't mix it because it's like I'm too close to it.
Yeah.
So get a professional to do it, and it always works out. But Steve is like, I gotta control fucking everything. So if you're like Bruce, who, I would be a bit like, oh fuck this shit,
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing to like want to know about everything that's going on, just so you know.
Yeah.
But doing it all yourself, kind of thing. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah. It is. I like being in a band because you can do all sorts of things like that, right? Yeah. But when you go to the point where, like, you're Iron Maiden,
that's the thing, right? You get to a level.
Yeah, you get to this level where you're massive and everything you do is like criticized and analyzed. And you could have had a little bit of like, what's the word? Like self-awareness.
Yeah, yeah.
Be like, all right, Bruce, I know you feel, I'm sure you could feel the tension or whatever. Bruce, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
So this is from a Maiden Revelations article, which is like pulled from like all these magazines or whatever, but it's just summed up, whatever. So Bruce says, right, the point of Fear of the Dark was to win fans. We all heard the Maiden boys boasting that they don't care about the sales and just do what they love, but there is actually plenty of evidence to the contrary. Not that Maiden would necessarily be cynical trend chasers, but they were at the least highly self-conscious in the early 1990s. Right? We said that. Like, I would say that, not Fear of the Dark, but like, No Prayer is like just trying to be different.
Yeah.
But Fear is like, there's, they're trying to be MTV, right?
Yeah, let's try and cash in on the big stuff.
Right,
that's
absolutely,
going on. Yeah. Because didn't we look at like which bands were popping up at the time, and it's like,
So yeah, like I said, once again, at this point, it's become a fucking job. It's their life, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They've probably all bought houses and bought all this stuff, and you gotta think about it in that way. It becomes just a business, But yeah, it can be hard. Bruce said it sounds really 1990s, and there are people saying, "Oh shit, there's no reason why we can't play Iron Maiden now," and that's the key to it out there, getting your record out in the media. So he's saying that I think the production of Fear of the Dark is really, really good.
Right.
But he's saying like, oh, we made this album which can also join in with the other guys, whatever. But you could argue that, the songs weren't that strong,
Yeah.
And even the songs that were really good were like ballady stuff, So it's like, it's not that's not why people like Iron Maiden. Yeah. Bruce said, Steve is not that flexible a personality. It's just the way he is, He knows pretty much what he wants, and I think he tends to exclude a lot of options. For example, Rod, the manager, would ask me, is there any chance you could get Steve to try and do this? And I just said, fuck, why don't you ask him yourself? Why come to me? Steve, at that point, started getting very interested in the idea of himself being a producer. And he was already editing Iron Maiden concert videos, something which I argued with him against as well. I said that I didn't think much of his editing, basically. Yeah, the fans are the same, mate. Because if you listen to like a lot of his stuff, it's like, well, if you watch, some of the future like DVDs is just unwatchable.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, like
too much going on.
Too much going on. He's just not that good. Like Steve is, up until this point, he's written classic metal fucking songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just genius shit. So who the fuck's gonna tell him he can't do it?
Yeah.
Because well, we got this far because of me. Yeah, at that time. But like in sports, it's like you gotta you have a run.
Mm-hmm.
Just let someone else chip in there a bit, whatever. Not saying that Bruce would have been amazing, but at least mentally he'd have been like, all right, at least I'm trying.
I think we're saying you've hit this level. Bring in the big guns to help.
Yes. Imagine Maiden produced by like Ross Robinson or like these 90s producers, whatever. Fuck me, it would have been amazing, Basically, Kerrang sent a writer to see the band on the road in 1993. And he delivered a piece that opened with a series of expletives uttered by McBrain in a hotel bar at 2 a.m. Nico said, "Good, fucking riddance. I can't wait to get to the end of this tour and find a new singer. In my heart of hearts, I don't want to be doing this. I want us to find a new singer and do a new album. We ain't dead yet."
Ooh.
Yeah, so I guess they're annoyed because, but at the same time, it's like, you can't blame him at the same time to want to, he wants to do new stuff,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, so there's another quote here. Gers, even Gers, Yannick, who had been close to Bruce.
Yeah.
"I still don't know why he left us. A few weeks before he told us he was leaving, I'd had a chat with him about the band, and he thought everything was going all right. When I heard he was leaving, I was totally surprised. So even Yannick is like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of like Bruce brought Yannick in, and then I guess Yannick like got into the band more, and then Bruce is just like detached from him, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he says, Steve said,
that would have been hard. Yannick,
yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. It is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But that happens sometimes, isn't it? Like, well, you're leaving. What? Am I supposed to leave as well? I don't want to leave, So I kind of get it. Yeah.
Especially for Yannick now, because only how many albums in?
Second album.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It'd be like, huh?
Yeah, and he's written some stuff too, which is good. So I say he's into the band. But I think Bruce was critical of him too, like saying like he sounds way too much like Dave. So it's got not as, the Adrian thing is missing, whatever.
Yeah.
Steve said that personally, I think he's maybe made a mistake because I can't see why he couldn't do both his solo thing and Maiden. Yes, I agree, but like I said, I think Bruce just doesn't want to be known as the guy in Maiden anymore.
Yeah,
and it is going to hinder you, right?
And if he's already in that state of mind, man, can you imagine? Nah,
Yeah.
I reckon it would have been the total death of Iron Maiden.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's like, he's always going to be, oh, you're Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden.
That's true.
He just wants to try and get away from it, and it's it's not easy to do that. So yeah, I'm kind of on his side, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the second thing that troubled Harris was the fact that Dickinson had never talked to him about his urge to leave Iron Maiden. When Dickinson had his first con solo, he was worried about it. So he says, Steve Harris quote, "When Bruce came back from his solo tour in 1990, I realized then that he didn't have the same fire on stage with Maiden as he did with his own band. So I asked him then, are you still happy? And he assured us that this was totally 100% still there, which I think he was on the Fear of the Dog album. I must admit I'd been worried when he first did his solo thing. I thought he might leave then, but he didn't. So now I really thought he was back into the fold." Yeah, I get it. So like when he did the first album, doing the No Prayer stuff, but he stayed in the band. So they were like, I'm sure they were like, oh shit, he's doing the solo stuff. He might not, come back, a la George Michael. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he's like still there. They're like, oh, okay, it's going okay. And then 2 albums later, then he leaves, and it's like, maybe he just wasn't sure. So you don't know really. Yeah. When he did leave, he basically went to every magazine in the world and said bad things about Iron Maiden. He cited reasons for leaving that had never been discussed at the band meetings, and that got to me. That's fair enough. Because
they had band meetings.
Yeah, I think Steve's quite straightforward anyway. So like, guys, any issues? No. But then there is, and it's like, fuck, it's annoying, isn't it? Really, right. It's very annoying. Bruce said that he had tried to raise my concerns about the sound and production of our albums, and like the lack of honest criticism within the band. Everyone looked at me like I'd lost my mind. Come on, guys. Like, the other guys in the band at the time, like, think about it. Maybe Adrian would have said, guys, this sounds like shit, or whatever.
Yeah.
But Nico, Dave, and Yannick, I mean, I don't think so, really.
Yeah.
So Bruce is the only one, really. So he said also, Bruce, I was starting to think, well, I'd better have a serious word with the chaps and find out how far they're prepared to go to take a chance with the band's reputation. in order to try and do something artistically that's really, really, really new. So I had big chats with Nico and with Dave and Yannick and everybody, and basically just playing devil's advocate the whole time, saying the world is really changing, not like a bit, but a lot. It's not like a haircut anymore, and Deep Purple would never sell another platinum record. Those days are really gone. Yeah. So, but this is what's funny is like, this is only like 6 years between him coming back.
Right.
But in those 6 years, he does come back, and then he just kind of like slots into Maiden, and they've just been not, I wouldn't say on autopilot, but when they came back, the first 3 albums, Brave New World, Down to Death, and A Matter of Life and Death, are like really like, they're doing cool shit.
Yeah. Yep.
And then after that, Final Frontier, Book of Souls, and the last one, Bruce is just more like, I'll just sing.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't want to fight those fights anymore, kind of thing. And I get that, but yeah, it's
Maybe
very.
it wasn't that as important to him anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That time away, and that really was like, hey, no, you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, this is what we do.
At this time, he was very, very, and I think he's right.
Yeah, I'm
right?
totally with you on that.
Yeah,
fair enough. That was a really cool picture too.
Oh yeah,
we've seen that one before.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is a cool artwork. This is Eddie Mirror's life in 1993, torn apart.
Really like that.
Yeah, that's really cool,
Very
right?
cool.
Pulling Eddie. Yeah, some cool artwork, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's like, yeah, he says, oh, Bruce, I wasn't happy with the idea of being a cog in a successful, well-oiled machine. My life was like Groundhog Day, albeit gold-plated Groundhog Day. I realized the only way I'd find out whether or not I was in any good was if I stepped outside my comfort zone. See, I like that. Like, the way he's saying things is like, I know what he's saying.
I like being a cog in a rusty machine. No oil.
Mate, you will never be the oil in any machine.
Dude.
Imagine you were doing this, you took over this podcast.
That's not happening.
Everything.
It's not happening. Nowhere. Go nowhere.
The guy's drinking Coke live on air.
Full strength.
But yeah. But I like that. So Bruce saying, I was wondering if I'm any good. Because he was in Samson, which were not a massive band, but he did really well. Then he's in Maiden. But like...
And they did all right.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
but I get it. Like he's like, let's see if how good I am. Let's just see if I can do it on my own. So I can't blame him, man. I really can't blame him.
Me at the moment, I'm looking at all this and it's like, this just had to happen.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much had to happen, yeah. Yeah, like he was 34 at the time as well, which is close to my age.
How you feeling? You leaving the pod?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to do my solo podcast, which is like, listen to Iron Maiden. I'm Ash from South Wales. So.
Listen to me, listen to Maiden.
Like, I already know most of the stuff, so let's just end the podcast right now. This is pointless.
Fair enough.
That's the end of it. Like, I got nothing to say about myself. Like, it's just funny. Do you know, man, every time I edit these podcasts, I realize how much I miss of your jabs. It's really funny.
You never really listen to me anyway. No,
I know. Because I'm like trying to like focus on like, all right, keeping the podcast together, information. Yeah. And then you're like, some people I know are like watching and they're like, oh, Ante's really funny. I was like,
sometimes.
What did he say? I was like, oh, did he say that? Go back. Yeah. And I'm like, and
that's fair enough, man. You're keeping the stuff going.
Yeah, but it's hilarious. But I'm like that anyway.
Yeah.
Like I remember once, like I was like when I was a kid, I bought this shirt and it was like because I live in a cold place. It was like an extra size too big.
Yeah.
Because my plan was like to, like.
Oh, wear something underneath?
Yeah, you know what I mean, like whatever. Yeah. So I bought that and I went out with it, and like my friends were like making fun of me, but like I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, they were saying like, oh, that's it because I tucked it in a bit.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, tuck. They were making all these jokes about being tucked in, and I was like, why do you keep saying tucked in all the time? And they were like, "Your shirt." I was like, "Oh, I did it on purpose." So I didn't even think of it. I didn't even think of it as like being a exactly. So that's me all over. But I love rewatching the pods and being like, "Oh, Hunter, you little brick," It's great. It's great.
Speaking of shirts,
yeah,
wife bought me the shirt like off Temu, like cheap as.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, what size?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, just XL will probably be fine."
Yeah.
And I got it. And it's like, "Well, you can wear this shirt." Like, which XL is this?
Is it too small?
Yeah, it's too small, man.
What the
fuck?
Just
like, yeah, I don't know.
Was it like
not tucking that in?
It was like American size or something.
No, it was supposed to be like Japanese size, and usually I'm okay with an XL Japan.
Yeah, my size is XL in Japan. Yeah,
but I was just like, Yeah, this is not right.
What's your shoe size?
28.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But it's great because like they're always like on sale or like that size.
Yeah.
I always get really good.
Usually 27, 20, like you can still get that here.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. So
yeah, I float between, depending on the shoe.
You're a floater.
27 point. Yeah, I am just a big piece of shit. You know?
Can't get it around.
yeah,
sorry.
I float between 27.5 and 28.5.
Yeah.
In between it, depending on the type of
make.
shoe. Yeah, right. And like how you like it. But it's like it's really funny because like, you go to the shops and it's like the size is always there, and it's like 30% off. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, boy.
I'm also like with Uniqlo as well, like the pants and jeans stuff, because it's pretty cheap, man.
Yeah.
But the largest size that they'll have, and it's like that's perfect for me.
Yeah, I gotta try them. I gotta try everything on always. I can't.
You can't tell, man. Sometimes.
People say, "What's your size?" No. I'm trying this on. I'm not gonna fucking. You know, I gotta try it on. Yeah, it's dangerous otherwise. How many shirts I bought? I'm like, this fits really well, and this one doesn't. But it's the same fucking size. Right? But it doesn't. What's up with that? You know?
Yeah.
What's up with that? I know. Anyway, so Bruce carries on.
Yeah.
Steve is Iron Maiden. It's his thing, his creature. Nobody else but him can claim the tiniest part of the band. He's got his own recording studio, makes us rehearse and record the albums at his place. The other members of the band are delighted to work in such conditions. Good for them. As far as I'm concerned, I thought the band was a collective thing. Oh, you passive-aggressive bastard.
What, a group?
Yeah. Oh, I thought band was collective. Oh, really? Oh, Steve, can we can you take some of my ideas? No, mate, sorry. Oh, sorry, I thought band was a collective thing, you know. They mind, fuck me, fuck me. Like that kind of sarcasm, which I'm not a fan of, but anyway, Bruce is like, I'm on your fucking side. I love that thing. Anyway, going on about the tour, Steve Harris said that Bruce, fucking terrible. he was mumbling, hardly singing at all. One night, I went up to the monitor man and said, "What the fuck's going on? I can't hear him." And he pushed the fader up to full and said, "Look, there's nothing there. He's just mumbling into the mic. He may as well not have turned up at all some nights."
Wow.
All right. Now, Bruce.
What is that an exaggeration?
I don't know. But I can't really see that happening. But like at the same time.
For a band like Iron Maiden.
Yeah. But also Steve is like, he's not really a bullshitter either. And that's why it's weird with like Bruce, where it's like, he says that it's all about musical stuff. And he's like, yeah, but at the same time, he's like, doing stuff like this, so it's a bit like I can see why Steve was reluctant to have him back in the band if he's doing stuff like this. Because if he said like, "Yeah, I just want to do a different type of music. Let me just finish up this tour and then I'll fuck off." Yeah. But if he's doing stuff like that, it's like there's underlying things there.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah, but Bruce said that's absolute crap. He said no. I would never expect Steve to understand that it was difficult for me to go on stage, emotionally difficult, because it's never emotionally difficult for Steve to go on stage. Like, it's never difficult for him emotionally to kick the ball into the back of the net. So I thought, I'll do this if I really feel like running around like a maniac. I will, but if I don't, I'll just go and sing my bollocks off. Yeah.
Which is fair enough, but also like when everybody in the band knows you're going too.
Yeah.
It's not easy for anybody.
He should have just kept it to himself. Yeah, it was a mistake. But at the same time, I get like trying to do it early. Like 2 years ago, my team, Liverpool, our manager said he's leaving in like fucking October or something. Yeah, like the season starts in August. Like 2 months, he's like, "I'm leaving this season." And we're like, "What the fuck?" But like it was just kind of like bittersweet and like, oh my god, it was like But at the same time, he didn't want to be like, give people time to accept it, whatever.
That's hard.
There's two ways to go with it, isn't it? But like, yeah. Anyway, Dickie Bell, who's the road manager guy, he said,
Dickie Bell.
Yeah, Dickie Bell. Hey, Dickie. Bellend.
Hey.
When he was good, he was very, very good. But when he was bad, he was fucking awful. He didn't even bother with the singing part some nights, as far as I could see. But Bruce doesn't play mind games. He acts like he doesn't really know what's going on around him half the time, but he never misses a trick. Yeah, I think that very much. If Dickie Bell is saying it too, then I think it's true. Maybe it was just one night that Bruce was just like, I can't be bothered to sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never agreed. Like, yeah. Look at this artwork too, man.
As I say, another cool picture.
Yeah, there's just so much cool stuff.
Who's doing these ones? Is that a different artist?
No, this is Derek Riggs. Stuff.
It looks a little bit different.
Yeah, because he switched to digital around this time, I think.
Okay, that
possibly.
Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe at this time, or a bit later. I don't know exactly, but I know it does look different.
It does look different. But definitely still cool.
Yeah, but also, Iron Maiden used like a different artists on the last album, so maybe he's like trying to like, just change it up a bit to fit what they like, whatever. I'm not sure. Anyway, Bruce is fucked off. Steve is all depressed, and he said, I spoke to Davey on the phone, and I suppose at that point I did have a doubt as to whether to carry on or not. I thought I just don't have the strength at the moment. Yeah, I mean, Bruce is gone, wife's fucked off. She's with David Coverdale, whatever. I'm sure he was banging everyone in those days. My wife got banged by David Coverdale. Join the club. Anyway, yeah, so Steve is all depressed, blah, blah, blah. Then Dave Murray is like, we were already down, Steve especially, and we've been talking about packing it in, and we're all sitting around talking. It was probably the first. I can't even do Dave's accent.
It's pretty good though.
Talk about 4 of us had looked together in ages. I suddenly just got fed up talking about it and went, look, why the fuck should we give up just because he is bollocks? I can't imagine Davey saying bollocks. Bollocks. Why should we stop us playing? I hadn't really thought about it. It just came out. So Dave was like, let's crack on, lads. Fuck yeah. Yeah, then Nico, it was also him. Well, no, it's not our fine style. Bruce did have his own dressing room. He had his own makeup artist as well.
Nice. Yeah.
He left the band, and I had a real bad taste in my mouth, and my psyche was all about ways he did it, and I was happy and amused with him, and I knew that.
Perfect.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, there we go. So, guys, like I said, we're just chatting about that stuff, isn't it? It's just like I said, I'm still recovering from my thumb. I got to go to the hospital a lot, whatever. I didn't have much time to plan everything, but yeah, basically, from what I've heard, it seems that I agree with Bruce's reasons, wanting to be creatively fulfilled.
Yeah,
but also I can imagine the band were pissed off if he's doing stuff like that too.
Totally.
Yeah, and for him to say like at the beginning of the tour, where they already booked the tour, and they're like,
it's not like even at the beginning of the tour.
Yeah.
Not like few shows to go.
No.
Nah, that just kills the atmosphere straight away, man.
Yeah. Actually, let's check out like the tour that they did. Yeah, the people, the Almighty, Numerous Roja. I guess it's another local band, whatever. Yeah, they went to Spain and they cancelled it in Germany and Russia because of rescheduling it for some reason.
Yeah.
Then they go off on to Italy, and then they end up in the UK, and then off to Russia again. They didn't go to Wales this time. Yeah, and then they ended with in Pinewood Studios, doing like raising hell video.
Okay.
With a magician. Yeah.
We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, that's Bruce's last concert before his return in 1999. Yeah. But then the next tour is X Factor with Blaze, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to get to Blaze next week. So what we're going to do, guys, we're just going to build up to, to the band. But I was thinking, should we do X Factor, then do Blaze's previous band album, or should we do Blaze's
that's
Wolfsbane album?
One, eh?
Let's do one Wolfsbane album just to check him out, because then we can kind of
I think we need to check him out a bit.
Yeah, like compare him to on X Factor.
Yeah.
So I told you to listen to X Factor because it's quite a long album. Just to,
no, I've got to
process it. So I think we're gonna.
I was holding off.
Yeah. I think what we'll do, we'll listen to Wolfsbane. I'll send one of the. Let's do the album before he joined Maiden.
Yeah.
And see what he was doing, and check it out, and see if we like it. And then see the context of him in that band, and then this band, right? Yeah. So actually, let's Google that. Actually, I'm not actually sure. The self-titled album was 1994 Wolfsbane. So I think, maybe that one. I guess it is. Not long after the album's release, vocalist Blaze took over Bruce Dickinson's position. All right, maybe let's do this one. Self-titled Downfall for the Good Guys. That's 1991. That's too far away. Yeah. Let's do this Wolfsbane album, the self-titled one. Let's check this out.
Yeah,
and then and then we'll have some context. Then we'll do a little. I'll do a little bit of bio on Blaze. Check him out. First off, his name's Blaze, for God's sake. I mean, you just think of prick already.
Kill him.
Right? Kill him, right? You know? Like, it's just having a nickname like that. Like, what's your name?
Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze. It's like, you just come up like a dick, yeah? But, yeah, Bruce, I think, fair enough, but shouldn't have been being a dick on stage.
Yeah.
But I get it. Yeah, so let's check out Blaze next week, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll check out the album. We'll have some good context then for when we get to the X Factor. I felt like suicide 1,000 times or more. Did you?
Guess so.
I don't want to fucking hear that shit. Anyway.
I want to rock.
Dun, 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 dun. I want to rock. What's that movie from?
Oh.
That was in I Want to Rock, Sister. Road Trip. Did you ever see that movie?
On the bus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That film fucking rules, man.
Yep.
I like those films. Anyway, guys, listen to ironmaidenbaby at gmail.com. Patreon at Listen to ironmaidenbaby. Thank you to all the current Patreons. And the difference is just that it's $1 a month and all the videos are up on there available to see. YouTube gets a bit blocky. It's going to probably get blocky again now because we're going to go into another album.
Right.
But whatever. That's what it's like, But please, just support the podcast by $1 on the Patreon. Thank you to everyone that's watching.
Not much. Massive help, though.
Yeah. It's all good, guys. Thank you very much. And so we'll be back next time with Wolfsbane. Check it out, a little bit of Blazy.
Blaze.
Because I'm guessing they might have, I guess they wouldn't have heard that album, but they've had Blaze, they toured with him before, right?
They know, right?
Yeah, but let's just see what Blaze was doing at that time and then what he left to do this album, Kind of exciting. But yeah, fantastic.
Nice.
Nice one, mate.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Catch you next time.
Take it easy, guys.